We could go. We could go. We could go. We could go. Yeah.
What up?
Oh,
no.
what is that all about?
Yeah, what's up with that booster? What up? How y'all feeling?
I guess we good, though.
Right. I don't know. Are we good though?
We good for now. Yo,
Currently.
it's crazy, ain't it? I'll say this, man. We've been away for a while.
Yeah, we have. We definitely
this
A
have.
is
long
episode
time.
six.
Been a long time.
Welcome to Water Seeds. We good though. This is our we've been away for like a month because we got hit with COVID, and then we got hit again with COVID. Then we got hit with this hurricane, which took 2 weeks out of all of our lives. We
Yes,
had no
indeed.
electricity, so Hurricane Ida.
Yeah.
So all that to say, we back, we live, we doing a thing. You can see us a little bit close and personal. This is episode number 60.
Ooh.
We just
Whoa.
Wow.
yeah, we gonna
Amazing.
jump right into it. We gonna jump
60,
right-
60.
That means there's more
it's good.
there's more
It's
episodes than weeks in a year.
That's
so there you go.
fantastic. Congratulations for being here.
Yeah,
Right-
guys.
Raheem
And
is
thank
ready
you,
for
Tiffany.
Episode 69. He already said.
Why you always gonna tell
You
people
said-
my business, bro?
You said it in the previous joint.
I don't recall that. but-
That was the
definitely
summer
said
of love.
Oh, the Summer of Soul. Have y'all watched that on
I have-
Hulu?
I have.
never heard
have-
Questlove presented this festival that happened at the same time as Woodstock, excuse me, in '69, called the Summer of Soul. It is absolutely amazing.
I've seen
Absolutely
clips, I've
amazing.
seen clips of it over the years, but I've been for the past 3-4 years on an anti-music documentary thing. I don't know why I haven't seen any movies, any biopics.
Why? Why is that?
You know why. I said, I feel like I'm living that life, and I don't want it's not so bad now, but previously, in the previous situation, it was just like too much drama in just being a musician, dealing with people, and I didn't care to go watch like Queen's drama or like Elton John's drama. It's like, I'm good on the drama.
Well,
And
this
so-
one wasn't necessarily about a specific band. That's why I agree with you. I don't watch the ones about specific bands because we're a band and I don't give a damn about their drama, and I want people to make a movie about us one day, and I know they will. But this one was literally, I don't know, I was emotional watching it, especially with it being an all-black festival right there in the heart of Harlem, where hundreds of thousands of black people
But you
came
were
to.
emotional watching like Toy Story too.
Oh,
So-
whatever. I'm an emotional person, so it is. It is what it is.
It's all
But
good,
was
Raheem.
beautiful. It was so
It's all
beautiful.
good.
A lot of those artists have never even seen that footage. The footage has been locked away for 50 years. Come
Well,
on,
I
guys.
know I've
It's
heard,
amazing.
I've
Wow.
heard rave reviews
It's
about
amazing.
It.
It
I've
literally
heard rave
is.
reviews. I'm pretty sure it's amazing.
It
I'm
is.
glad that he was able to dig it up and like put together something that people can enjoy about it. So, it's pretty cool. That's what's, I'm glad it's out there. I haven't seen it though. But
It's so good. It's worth the 2 hours. It's 2 hours and
I'll
like
have to
40
check it out.
minutes. It's worth every minute. I promise you.
The
Mahalia
last-
Jackson is on there. I mean, the list goes on and on of the greats.
I might know the one you're talking about. I don't know it through Questlove, so I don't know if it's something he
You've
put together.
No.
You know-
He didn't put it together.
Yeah,
He
okay.
just produced
You've
this
seen the
particular
footage.
show
Okay,
on
yeah. I've
Hulu.
definitely seen it.
classic footage of like Sly,
Yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire. You've seen
Oh
footage.
yeah, Slide.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Combined into like
Yeah.
an actual production.
Got it.
It's the first time that it's been.
Yeah.
So there's always been little tidbits of it in places. So
If we get a biopic, I want Terrence Howard to play me. It don't matter what age I'm supposed to be in the story and what age he is when the biopic comes out.
my name Jay, man.
Right. I'm Jay in high school, man.
Man.
It don't matter. Just put him in the school uniform,
Mine.
tell a story.
Oh my God! Thank you for
I
Well-
play piano, man.
Let me go through the breaks and introduce us. To my left is Raheem Glaspie. Give it up.
what's happening, y'all. How
Wow,
y'all
that's
feeling?
amazing.
Baby? Yeah.
Give it up for Sanice Love.
Hey,
y'all, to my
Pyum
far left.
Pyum. Hola.
Gentleman Sharp to my right.
Where y'all at?
We got Tiffany producing. What's happening, Tiff?
Hey.
She got the peace signs up. And I'm Blue Hill. We are the band Water Seed. And we have so many new people to introduce you to and exciting things. We tried to do some special guests this week. But the special guest I've wanted said they were too busy. And so they didn't come, and it was going to be a big surprise. It was going to be all of this stuff. But he was very busy doing stuff in the community. So we weren't able to do that. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to move on to our next segment, which is...
Sanice's crazy question.
Hey, all right, here we go. Welcome back.
Yeah.
I had a hard time this time around. I guess just coming back, I don't know. But anyway, so here we go. Is it possible to be allergic to water?
Hold on a second. Sanice, we good, Tiff? Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry, my bad.
Is it possible for somebody to be allergic to water?
Allergic to water. Not for long.
Look, funny enough, I knew someone who was drinking too much water, and the doctor literally said, you have to stop drinking so much water, you're actually drowning yourself.
Yeah, I've heard that for sure.
That's hypernatremia.
What, hypernatremia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you can't drink too much water.
Yeah.
Your body can't absorb and process that much water sometimes. And I don't know exactly what his side effects were, but I guess he was doing that gallon a day challenge. And they were saying, not challenge, but they say you're supposed to drink that. And it was just a lot for him. So, they say, hey, man, stop all that.
Now, I've heard of people being allergic to grass, but I ain't never heard nobody be allergic to water.
Yeah, I ain't heard that yet.
Sometimes it happens to people who are distance runners, and they don't have enough electrolytes and minerals in their body. So the little bit they have, the water is further diluting it. So it messes with their kidneys because it's not so much that there's too much water. There's too little nutrients, micro and macronutrients, compared to the water.
Okay.
They flush too much out.
Interesting.
So Jay knows exactly what's wrong. I guess that's what's
So
that's what was happening to him.
it is possible.
Yeah.
I guess it's technically not allergic to water, but it is like, you could kill yourself drinking too much water kind of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
That sound like
I learned something new every day. I did not know
This
that.
is what you do. You throw a little pink Himalayan salt in your water and a little bit of baking soda about the size of your pinky nail. Just throw that in your water. You'll be all right.
Okay.
okay. The Himalayan.
Y'all heard him, huh?
Is that what Dasani does, though? Do they throw the Himalayan?
That's why they put the negligible amount of sodium in the water.
Oh, okay.
But Dasani is just Coke without the Coke in it.
Yeah.
Don't drink that.
Thick, syrupy water.
Do not
recommend
Yeah.
Dasani.
So on
not
behalf
drink
of
that.
Water Seed, Coca-Cola, if you want to give us money, you can get the money from us. Oh, we have a sponsor too. We'll take care of our sponsor. We'll talk about them a little bit later on. See, we're messing up. It's been so many episodes.
It
and
has.
we messing up with that. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a second. So guys, this has been interesting coming back to New Orleans. We had this hurricane that happened. They say it's the worst hurricane that Louisiana has ever had. I disagree, but that's just me. New Orleans did pretty well. But y'all, anybody stay for the hurricane?
I did.
You did.
I did. I
time?
stayed. No, I didn't stay the whole time, but I definitely stayed when the hurricane hit landfall, and I watched it on my porch. It was actually interesting to watch God do their thing with the weather, so it was amazing. And I left like so I stayed. The lights went out that day that Hurricane Ida hit landfall, and I left not the next day, but the day after that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, when it hit and it went through, I stayed the whole time for the most part. But when it hit, it was like, okay, we're good. But when they're talking about, oh, electric is not coming back on for like a week, I was like, man, it's really. But I stayed for pretty much. I mean, for like that whole situation. So no power. I had to go buy a generator. I had to do all of this stuff. It was hot as hell.
Oh my!
In the house, and then nobody was there in the neighborhood, so it was kind of like, you couldn't run your generator all night because they got knuckleheads running around, beat you over your head for your stuff. It was crazy, but I stayed the whole time just to make it through it. You know what I'm
we
saying?
left once. The school called us and said that kids would be out of school for 3 weeks. And we're like, oh, whoa, okay. Yeah. Well, when the school calls and says this, it is time to go because the lights are not coming on anytime soon. And I believe that my block, because all of the lights, 90% of New Orleans was back on September 8th. My lights did not come on until the 9th, maybe the 10th. I don't quite remember. But I know we were the last block or so to get lights.
You had me riding around your house. Check on my house, Lou. Check
Hey
on my
man,
house.
look. So what happened was the night that the hurricane hit land, I didn't sleep in my house, and I came back to check on my house, and my door was messed with. I promise you that. So I had to have you go check it out for me to make sure that they didn't finally get in.
Okay.
And they didn't.
They
So
could have
that's
been
great.
sleeping in there, Jay. I walk in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sinise, what about you? This was your first real hurricane, right?
Yeah, but I actually ended up leaving. I went to Shreveport. So I have some good friends there, and they, opened their home to me. I appreciate it, and thank you if you're watching. But, I found out my house was fine, didn't have any damage. However, the tenant that I have, her house, the tree fell on her house. So the neighbor's tree split in half and fell on hers. And she was like in the kitchen, and the tree fell in the den right next to her.
Oh,
Part of it, then the next part fell in the kitchen where she was. But thankfully, she got out of the kitchen. But she's like 75.
Oh my.
So she stayed, and she was stuck, and she couldn't. She was kind of forced to be like in her bedroom. But the part of the tree fell in her bathroom.
Oh.
So it was
Trees
just
everywhere.
It was a hot mess. And so when the next day when she was finally able to get out, it was just a sight, but it was a big old tree that they knew that they should have had removed, but they didn't.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
So yeah, it's sad.
Negligence all around.
I bring all that up because
Yeah.
there was so much drama.
Exactly.
And we're not going to talk about this too long because it's not the main subject, but there was so much drama around, like, they really, prior to that, we've been going through a trash situation with the city.
Yep.
So prior to the storm, for months they have only been picking up trash like once a month. So it's like we've had a lot of trash sitting on the curb and stuff like that. So it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so people have been really attacking the mayor, saying, hey, look, the mayor, you got to pick up this trash. You got to pick up the trash. You got to pick up the trash. You got to do what you got to do. At the week after the storm, people were really heated, like, pick up my trash, or else they were going to do a parade down to City Hall with bags of trash and throw them on the steps of City Hall. All the rest of that stuff. Were y'all gonna be in the number? What y'all was gonna do?
So I wasn't gonna be in that number because I thought that was ridiculous. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that sounds ridiculous and childish. But I know for a fact, for me, especially, I definitely had not had my trash picked up at least 3 weeks before the storm even hit.
Yeah, me too.
So once it was a big deal, I'm like, well, my trash been not being picked up, so I don't know what I'm gonna yell about now. You know what I mean?
I apologize, Raheem. Say I didn't know it was a citywide problem. I just thought you was nasty.
That's all.
You so nasty. Why your trash smell like red ass? Why your whole block smell
Sweaty
like wet
boy.
ass?
I just want to apologize
Let's
on
go.
air.
Let's go, boy.
Dang,
So you
Jay.
dropped me
Let's
off
just
home
put
and
this
judged me as I
behind
got
us.
in the house, huh?
Put this behind us.
Oh, that's cool.
He ain't say
boy.
nothing to you.
Well, you know what? My whole street. You walk close to the street, it smell like, damn, it smell like ass out there. It
Oh
smell
yes,
bad.
it smells
was
terrible.
bad.
It
was
smells
horrible.
absolutely terrible.
Well,
Absolutely
there's a
terrible.
ton of people that have been, and I'm not in the politics or whatever, but I'm in the facts. So the deal was, and I found out a lot of information about it. I've been reading it, but then I spoke to somebody in another conversation who sits on like the recovery board for the city.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found out all the little details about why, because it was very quiet. Like, why aren't they picking up trash? They just pay them people, just pay them people, just pay them people. But the problem is, and I'm just going to say this, we're not going to stay here, but this is how stuff gets spun out of control, and social media is dangerous. It's very dangerous, and we're going to talk about that. This leads into our main subject. Social media is dangerous, and it's tricky in the cancel culture kind of thing. So what has happened is a lot of people have been blaming the mayor for it and have been saying blah, 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 and then we start to think it's true.
Yes.
But what has happened is I found out all the details, and I found out in two days, I found out all the details. Basically what happened is New Orleans has hired this company called Metro to pick up their trash. So this was a contract that was given before this particular administration's term. So it's a contract that they're in. So you're like, well, why not just cancel the term? Well, this is where the situation gets complicated. Number one, and it's so sad, the company's name Metro, and it's a black-owned company. That's the first thing. So it sucks. The problem is, by law, the city has to have that level of contract with at least one minority business. Guess what company is the one minority business that they have that level of contract with.
The
trash.
Sanitation.
So they can't even fire the company because then they're out of compliance. And the agreement that was made in a previous administration was that the max they had to pay the workers was $10.75. So what happens
that
is,
ain't it.
As a company owner, you're like, by law, I only have to pay you $10.75, and that's all I'm gonna pay you. Sorry. And so the city has no power to force them to pay more money, and their hands are tied with firing that company and hiring a new company. So that's why we have all of these issues that come up and all this. So it's like, it's red tape, man. It's like, it's never as simple and as easy as you think. And a lot of people, and there's a few people that I'm happy got canceled, but there's a lot of people who get canceled. It's the power. I think, right now we're just going to talk about like the power of social media, the good and the bad. And I'm going to kick it off with that little bit of information that's really localized to the city of New Orleans, but it also, an article just came out today. Johnny Depp went public and said, look, I hate the cancel culture because, Johnny Depp has been canceled.
Yeah.
He's been canceled across the board.
Wrongfully.
As a woman beater. And I thought he was. Real talk.
Nope.
I thought he was beating that woman's behind.
Nope.
And I'm like, damn, Johnny, you've been drinking too much stuff. You was my dude and everything. I mean, I don't know him personally. You never know what happens behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? So, but he lost the little Harry Potter films. He lost
Pirates of the
Pirates.
Caribbean.
He can't get a job, so he's suing a few papers for defamation. But that's still not gonna do whatever. He said the issue he has with it is that somebody can say one sentence. That sentence goes viral, and you cannot reverse what has been said about you. Period. What y'all thinking about cancel culture in the ugliness of it?
For me, cancel culture and me really paying attention to it started for me with Chrisette Michele.
Okay.
She is one of my favorite voices, and she made a decision that benefited her financially. Now, even though
it didn't know, but go ahead.
I was just about to get there. Even though it didn't, she thought it was a decision to benefit her financially.
Well, let's give a little backstory. Chrisette Michele is a great, amazing singer. Is one of the most
vocalists.
One of the unsung singers of our generation. That's really amazing, dynamic singer.
Vocalist.
She was not getting the love she needed. Her record label was not doing stuff, so her career was kind of more leaning towards independent instead of mainstream. So she took what she thought was a career move for $1 million. That's what she was quoted to sing at the inauguration for Trump. She sung at this inauguration, and she said she part of the deal was that she meet him and she made $1 million. And she said she thought it would be a way to bridge the gap between communities and try to move in an area of peace. So what happened was she didn't get paid the $1 million, and he didn't meet with her. She just sung, and that was a wrap. And of course,
Chrisette.
the black community said, "We used to love you.
We
but
done with you.
You're out."
We throwing you away.
They kicked her to the curb.
And see, that breaks my heart because that is one of our voices. You know what I mean? That's one of our that breaks my heart, and it's like she can't come back from that. You know how many years ago that was?
I think she's slowly climbing back, but it's taking a lot.
You know how many people talk shit over the weekend about what ain't gonna happen on Monday morning and all that, and then they go right back to their same ass job and shuck and jive. Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Work all week, get that check, and then talk shit on Twitter about Chrisette Michele.
Yes,
and destroy her career.
And destroyed this woman.
He did the
She did.
Jay did a good job with that.
He said, okay.
I love you, Chrisette Michele.
I do.
Denise Love introduced me to Chrisette Michele.
I did?
Yes, she did.
Oh,
She's a voice.
I still love Chrisette.
I don't know. I mean, did she deserve to be canceled?
I don't think so.
I mean, Ice Cube's still doing what Ice Cube doing, so we got to let Chriselle come back, too.
Exactly. If Boosie ass can still walk around and spew as much poison as he would like from every single time he see Lil Nas X, his little crush, in my mind, I think Lil Nas X is his crush. Because being a part of the queer community, I'm not going to go too hard, but being a part of the queer community, every man who decided to bully me is a part of my community now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Just because Boosie spent time on the inside don't mean he got a crush on a man.
This man that he can't let breathe without him having some type of comment about what this boy is doing. And I think a lot of the stuff that Lil Nas X does is trolling. I think it's hilarious, first of all, because he's doing it just to get a response, and he's getting the response.
But let me ask you this
he
question.
wants.
So this is the other side of it. And some people are using the cancel culture mentality to basically get attention, because Boosie's winning with this thing. Both of them are winning financially with it, because there's a ton of men who are like, oh, I F with Boosie because he's saying what I think. And there's a ton of people who side with Lil Nas like, oh, he's wonderful. They're both winning, so they're actually manipulating it where he's trying to cancel this one, they're trying to cancel that one. It's very, look, real talk, man to man, and even this goes back to the conversation we said about Justin Timberlake and everybody else. Men, it's hard for them to get canceled because so many men support toxic men.
Toxic, yep.
And they be like, they saying they speaking the truth. Misogynist, misogyny is bad. And they deal with it. So Boosie, no, he not gonna be, because you speaking my language, bro. I ain't got no time for these little blah 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 dudes, whatever, blah blah blah. I ain't got ain't nothing personal.
I haven't met a straight man, a truly straight man, let me say that, who gave a damn about what another man is doing. And I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Slide my card in right there and leave it there.
Sinise, what you cancel culture? Because I feel like, and y'all gonna be mad at me, I feel like R. Kelly should have been canceled. He's my number one canceler. I piss people off when I say I'm on the fence with the Cos. I feel like the Cos's content should not be canceled, but I have my own beliefs about what happened with the Cosby situation that I don't want to necessarily get into, but I think it's 50-50. That's all I'm going to say.
Go ahead, leave that alone. Go ahead, leave that alone, Luke.
50-50 for me.
Go ahead, talk about Robin, because it's easier. Go ahead, talk about Robin.
But what I'm saying, real talk, is I don't feel like the content of what Cos of what he did as an entertainer should be canceled. I feel like the content of R. Kelly, we was talking about this the other day. R. Kelly, basically, it was like, wow, you hear part of the story, and then you say,
go listen to the music, and then you're like, oh my God,
the writing was on the wall
all along.
He told us. He literally told us everything he was doing.
So what would Lil Nas X have to do to be canceled?
He's not going to get canceled. And in my opinion, he's not going to get canceled because.
But what would he have to do?
He's already done the things that would have gotten him canceled if he was going to get canceled. I
disagree. I think that if he shows up with a girlfriend and gets married and then they have a baby, I think he'll get canceled.
Oh wow, gee, I didn't even see that.
I still don't think it don't matter.
So if he swap, you're swoop and swapping.
Wow,
I think he would get canceled because
he's turning his back on his community.
He's not standing on what he started with. Yeah. Absolutely.
That'd be
That's true.
Yep.
Maybe.
The truth is, when Alicia first came out, I know some people in the LGBTQ community was
they
mad.
couldn't stand that.
They were like, you one of us, and we supported you to make you big. Now you switching on us. That's what a lot of people felt. I wasn't in the community, so I don't know what Alicia did. Alicia Keys.
Do you think that she would have been canceled today if that happened?
No, what I think what happens is, Tiffany, you going deep, boy.
Tiffany needs a mic.
What I think happened, I think a lot of people use the LGBTQ community to get on, and then they switch. I could think about at least 3 bands or artists, one in particular in the city of New Orleans. Their first 500 people that came see them religiously were the LGBTQ community, and they were selling out every place, and then they switched. And no names, but that's how it was for this particular artist.
Do you think that was part of the strategy, though?
I think they went with where people were gravitating and said, we can get more of these people to come see us, and they spending good money. And they go out and they promote us. They promote us a lot, and I think that's what I think happened. But I think people do that all the time. It's the same reason that I feel like when people start new networks, What's the whole lineup? Nothing but black shows. Fox, WB,
Yeah,
all
they
of the
gotta
new
get
networks started with 100%
lowest barrier to entry.
reruns and black shows, because we didn't have black shows on TV. So it's like, we're gonna give the black people something to watch, and that's gonna get us these few millions of views to get us stable. And as soon as they get stable, they start changing and canceling the black shows. That's what happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Lou, you did say something
Yeah.
earlier
You ain't
about
saying no lie.
you didn't want to piss anybody off or something, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't want to piss nobody off, but R. Kelly pisses on people. So
Yeah.
just flipping a little. I just wanted to say that.
Golden showers for everyone. Golden showers for everyone.
Don't do that, yo.
What if there's more Easter eggs in the music that we just haven't revealed yet?
I believe so. Especially when it comes to him, I believe so.
Yeah.
Because if you are,
What if he is Batman?
Give me that toot toot.
Gotham
Beep,
City.
beep.
Gotham City. So maybe he does make love to his Jeep.
He might.
oh come on.
I'm just saying.
Oh, he
I'm
could.
sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
maybe he's the Joker. Because when my mind tell me no, it's a no. I just go with that.
He's
Might as
But my
well.
mind is telling me.
Look, that's one of my favorite songs by him, though. That's it really is. But-
Cancel culture, it goes back a long way, though. If you
How
ask
so?
me, I say Jesus got canceled.
Well,
It was rumor mills.
yeah.
He said, "Who do the people say that I am?" They was talking about him.
Yeah. I guess you can say that. I guess you can.
So
say
that's
that.
how I see cancel culture. I see it like a lynch mob. I see it like a crucifixion. I see
But
it like
some of those people need to be crucified. I like the example of the power that this guy was getting away with taking advantage of little kids for years. And through the rumor mill or whatever, they finally kind of like pressed charges on him.
It was accepted for years.
So you said the key thing. They finally press charges. But when we completely circumvent due process and somebody's entire franchise tanks and it turns out to be false and they don't get anything, there's no one to get the damages from, because you've been damaged by the general public, and we don't have like a fund set up for when gossip ruins your career. Here's what you get when the truth comes out.
So I agree. And what I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say, who's the quarterback for the Texans? Deshaun Watson? What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll watch over.
From time to time, I forget my password, and I just forgot it. Okay. So this brother, the quarterback for the Texans, he's a brother. Texans quarterback. He basically has 16 counts of accusations of being inappropriate with women. Right, Deshaun Watson. That's him. Thought it was Deshaun Watson. But basically, it's some crazy number of women that have come forward and said that he was sexually inappropriate with them and everything because they're his trainers or masseuse therapists or whatever. Anyway, there's no law. There's nothing, no due process, nothing. They're all rumors. And for the most part, he got in a lot of trouble and pretty much benched, and it's like pending. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at what point in time is it like, are they telling the truth? I don't know. It's almost like with this particular situation, women can literally agree to sex and then come back and say, I did not agree to sex. And if it hits the social media the right way, it's done. It's just a wrap on it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. You can lose your job. You can do all the rest of this. So I guess it's weird because for so many years, women weren't getting any justice for abuse and rape. And now it's like almost like there's some scandalous women that will just go crazy. And like Johnny Depp, his wife came out, they went through a divorce. She said and she stuck to that story for a long time. He beat me.
Yeah,
he beat me. And she was lying the whole time. And now this dude has to like rebuild his whole reputation. I don't know. Social media is a powerful thing, y'all.
It is.
It's a scary place.
I think it is unfair with what happened with Johnny Depp. But I mean, if you look at like what's happening with Simone Biles and the whole, those young ladies that kept talking and saying, they were being sexually assaulted by their coach over the years, and this is not two women or young women that were
Yeah,
saying that.
this goes
Even
way back.
it goes way back, and now they're testifying now after how many years? So I think there's a lot more of those instances or situations. And unfortunately, now we're highlighting what happened with Johnny Depp and saying, "Oh, he's really not guilty," and that's just like almost an isolated incident. But unfortunately, there's a lot more of the stories because men have been able to get away with it.
Yeah.
They have been.
Yeah.
So it's hard because and it's frustrating as a woman. It is frustrating because a lot of times these women do come forward, and it takes like a whole fucking village to say something for maybe them to.
But
for
can
people
we
to hear
balance it? Because it's 22 women that have come forward.
But what do you mean
For
by
Deshaun
balance,
Watson.
though?
Can we get some balance in the women that are basically like perfect example? We talked about our dude. Who's our dude? Plays basketball. And
Which
with
one?
Brittany, what's her name? Brittany Bridget. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I used to have this name. See, it was so many weeks. I had this on the topic, Tiffany,
Basketball
a
player.
few weeks ago. And that's not your fault. I had the topic up a few weeks ago, and we were supposed to talk about it. Is the basketball player? Y'all got to help me out in the land. We jacking that up, but basically she was a there we go.
Oh yeah,
Brittany Renner.
She was. Oh,
She
who
was an
she with?
Instagram model. Who's the basketball player? So
his name is on the tip of my tongue.
they were dating. She's an Instagram model, right? This is supposed to be a whole subject, y'all. And she basically, soon as she had the baby, she secretly applied for a divorce. And I think she has to. I think this dude. Look, real talk. I think his child support and alimony is something like $300,000 a month.
Oh my God.
But then, is it PJ? PJ Washington I think that's him. We went back. Then they went back up through her Instagram, and she straight up on Instagram said, "If y'all trying to get that bag, get you a athlete because they not smart." And that's what she did. And so this dude, she got pregnant. He said, "I'm marrying you. I'm gonna make you my wife." Soon as she had the baby, secret divorce. She's out.
Okay.
I'm trying to see how does those two things.
Yeah, that's all. I mean.
So
I
what
guess
I'm saying is there's a level. I'm using it as there are women.
He's saying that there
that
are
are predators.
scandalous women.
I
Of
agree.
course,
That's
that are predators.
true.
People are predators.
It's a-
But it's more. I feel like it's more rampant right now than it's ever been, and it's more focused. And what I'm saying is, out of those 22 women, I think it should go through due process with Deshaun Watson. But something tells me at least 10 of them are like, "Oh, we got busy. I'm gonna get this bag like these other sisters gonna get this bag." That's what I'm saying. It's like, is there a way to even like balance it? Because when I've spoken to women about the Brittany Renner or whatever, some women I know are saying, "Oh, he's dumb. Why did he marry her? Because she was already, turn a hoe into a housewife. He's the one that messed up." And I'm like, he did the honorable thing. He married the woman. And y'all calling him dumb because he's like, "I'm going, look, you having my child or whatever, let's get married." And she said yes. I mean,
I think
I'm not knocking it where it works. I'm just saying I think that how do we distinguish between I feel like we need to grow up and be like, if someone makes an accusation because they're a man or a woman, and especially because they're a woman, we just shouldn't take their word for it. It needs to go through the process. And that's horrible when you think about it, because you imagine if you get raped, you got to prove you got raped. That's a painful experience. But there are so many people tainting the system. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people tainting the process.
Yeah, we can't just take a person's word, because that completely
But we are, though.
we can't that's what cancel culture is. But that's the problem I have with cancel culture, that is just taking somebody's word. I think that some things warrant investigation, and I don't specifically disagree with people getting doxxed, but I do disagree with the world moving on after somebody gets steamrolled over rumors. I think it needs to lead to some type of investigation that can bring out some level of facts. And there may be casualties in that, because sometimes something can be investigated and there's just not enough forensic evidence, there's not enough eyewitness testimony. But then other times, all you have is witness testimony, but not everyone is telling the truth. Because like in the Rose McGowan stories with Weinstein, she talked about having to walk past every office on that floor on the way to his office and realizing that everybody knew what walk she was taking. So it's like they were all implicated.
Well, let me clear up the PJ Washington thing because I don't want people to take it and run with it. So the Sun reports that PJ Washington has to pay his wife $200,000 a month for the next 18 years.
Got him.
Ex-wife secretly
she got
filed
that
for
bag.
divorce 2 weeks after giving birth. All I'm saying, look, y'all.
That ain't right. It's not right.
Got him.
It's just,
But
and that's
it
and
happens.
her
It does
Instagram
happen.
basically talking about you want the bag, get you an athlete.
I mean, it
All-Star
happens.
Weekend, baby,
Yeah,
All-Star Weekend.
And that's a part of like what you sign up for when you about to play the game. Because you gonna run into the woman that's gonna be standing at your hotel room door. Be ready.
Man.
It's just it's what it is what it is.
I'm just like you.
It's
that-
basically
sorry.
just a tough ass world out there.
I want to hear his TED talk. Because, I'm sure he was balling since he was 4 years old. Always wanted to be in the NBA. Finally got there. Now he got to cut that pie up every month.
That sucks.
$200,000
It's a
to the
lot.
tune.
He going to have to keep earning that to keep giving it to
the
him.
tune of $2.4 million before taxes a year for 18 years. She ain't got to do nothing.
do shit.
And he should have known. No, this is what I say. He should have known because her best friend is a famous porn star, so he should have known.
come on.
He should have
Yeah.
known. So, but
Yeah.
I'm not blaming him. He still said, "I'm gonna make you my wife. Let's go." But she's about that bag. I think that was
That
a
man
clear-
need a hug now.
Shit.
But that's what the paperwork is for. I mean, if you look,
Good point.
if you making that kind of money and I'm not going to say rush, that's like my subjective opinion.
I'm canceling her.
But I'm saying that if you are already making that kind of money,
Sorry, that came out of nowhere.
and I don't see anything
Cancel.
wrong with protecting your estate. Like, I don't believe in the whole, making the relationship special by saying we don't need to put anything in the paperwork that makes it sound like I don't trust you. No, it ain't like that.
I don't
because
trust
it's like,
you.
look, if you want this money, you got to stay with me to keep this money. You only gonna get this money if we're not together and it turns out that I did you something.
Correct.
I think that's a fair enough language to put in the document.
Amen.
'Cause
He
I
should-
ain't,
he
if I
should-
ain't did you nothing, you ain't getting
He
nothing.
should have paid the proper attorney. You are correct with that. So that's what I'm saying.
That's it.
Prenup.
Paid the
prenup.
$200,000 for that.
Yeah, he'd have paid $200,000. Got a nice prenup, but yeah, $2.4
however
million a year
much.
for 18 years, brother. I wish that you could. I would just take a loan and pay her out. I really would. I would take a loan, pay her out, and then get custody of my child. That's what I would do.
Ooh, that's it.
I was gonna check that too.
Oh, you want to know how much that is? I see that's 24, 16. That's like a good 50 million, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's wrong.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
that's
if,
about right.
if she was posting that type of stuff, I think he has a case. But
Text messages and social media posts do hold up in court.
Well, fellas, Brittany, is that her name Bridget or Brittany? Is it Brittany?
Brittany.
Is Brittany? Brittany is available, fellas, and she got that bag. So there you go. Go hook up with Brittany. Look, it's crazy. Be careful of social culture cancel and ours at cancel culture. And people gonna end up canceling us. We keep this podcast going. People be like, y'all some crazy people.
They ain't gonna
I don't like
cancel
none of the
nothing.
subject y'all talking about.
They
y'all
like
too,
the stuff we
y'all too
talk
black.
about.
Hey, I gotta say this. Dudes be lying too. See, like
They do.
Definitely.
all of the rumors about people being with, I'm not even gonna say the celebrity name because I don't even want to go there. But over the years, there's been women celebrities, and then there's rumors about all of the dudes they've been with, and then sometimes the dudes will come out and say that they were used, or they were gigolos that didn't get paid, or that they were used for their seed, and they don't get to see their child, and then that stuff never gets sensationalized.
Well,
Didn't Cardi B, I will say her name, Cardi B admitted to raping dudes.
oh yeah,
I'm not
she
making
did.
did.
she
She
did.
I didn't know
She
she.
did
I didn't know
drug-
she.
she did.
I didn't know
She
she
said
admitted to raping
She
dudes.
drugged them.
definitely did.
She drugged them.
She drugged them and did them stuff. Definitely.
I know she would drug them and steal their money. I didn't know she was raping them.
She
Y'all sure?
Shit,
Allegedly.
definitely.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It allegedly came out of her mouth.
They ain't suing. Look, Cardi ain't suing me. I ain't got no money. Allegedly, Cardi B did this. Yeah, so we not. Yeah, okay. Cardi ain't coming from me. So look, y'all just be careful out there.
Cardi B, find me on Twitter.
Please.
Let's talk about it.
I would say this. I would say be careful. If you're gonna cancel somebody, at least try to get the damn facts. You know,
Please
that's
get
what I'm
the
gonna say.
facts.
That's what I'm
Don't just go off of what you heard from them, what they heard.
right.
Monica Lewinsky says she was the first person to get canceled. She did. She said that.
Right. So look, we gonna show. Just a few weeks ago, we did this big show at Tipitina's. It was over 1,000 people. Just right now, we're gonna play this song called "Stars." Just a snippet of it because it's a full performance. If you want to see the whole thing, be sure to tune in. Go to Waterseed Music on YouTube. Type in "Stars" and you can see it. So without further ado, here's Waterseed "Stars." Without further ado, band. Drop the mothership. First verse. Come on.
I see the stars in my bedroom. Oh, they keep me up at night. I got the oceans in my living room.
What it do? What it do?
The motion feels just right.
Horn.
The TV guide in my bedroom. It's always paradise. The angels in my kitchen, they make me come alive.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on out and dance. Let me see you move your body on down. Come on out and dance. Let me see you work your body on the way down. Come on out and dance. Move your body to the left and the right. Come on out and dance. Move your body.
Bounce.
Bounce. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Bounce. Bounce. Watch out.
I see them stars in my bedroom. They keep me up at night. I got the ocean in my living room. The motion feels just right.
Come on. Hold on.
The TV guide in my bedroom. It's always paradise. The angels in my kitchen, they make me come alive.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on out and dance. Let me see you.
What up?
Oh, that was great.
Oh.
Stars,
that.
bro. When you gonna put your shirt back on, bro?
You know, people think, because after that show, I got a lot of people come up to me and tell me how sexy they thought I was. No lie.
Mm-hmm.
And they also asked me, because a few of them have come to a few of our shows
Yeah.
at this point, and they're like, why do you always take your shirt off? You think you that sexy? And I was like, you know what? If that was the case, then I'd be okay with it. Y'all have no idea how hot it is up there. Y'all have no idea how sweaty I am. And I gave her my shirt, and she was like, oh. Yeah, gotta get this off my body.
So did she like you taking the shirt off, or she didn't?
Oh, no, she enjoyed it very much. She just wanted to know, was it a part of the show? Was it a part of my shtick? Or was it, what she was basically trying to figure out, why do I do it?
So when we go on Fallon, but we need some 6-packs though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We all need 6-packs.
That's happening. That's happening,
right.
baby. That's already in the works. I still do my bear crawls, Jay. Thank you, brother Jay.
That's what's up. So recently, just before the storm, we had the pleasure of enjoying some delicious screwball
whiskey.
So if you guys are into whiskey, this is different. This is peanut butter whiskey. So it tastes amazing. So pick up some screwball whiskey if you can.
It really do taste good.
It
goes down real smooth.
You don't need to put nothing in it.
Nothing.
Just
You can
drink it
straight on up.
The screwball
on the rocks.
The screwball whiskey.
Matter of fact, I think I might have me a little,
A little snoot full.
Also, since the storm has happened, we have a lot of merch. We said we would have merch. Sinise is modeling our hat. Show them the hat, Sinise. And we have T-shirts. We showed you the black T-shirts. The pink T-shirts are in.
That's right. Our hats are limited edition, so if you
want
want one, you better go get one right now.
The hats are limited edition, and we also have socks.
Don't hit me up asking for a shirt.
I got my socks on right now. No, I don't.
So visit.
Go order
earlier though.
For every order of every pair of socks you buy from us, we'll give a free pair to the homeless. So that's the way we're gonna do it. So without further ado, time for our last segment. It's called Just a Tip.
Listen, the tip is real easy. Go after what you want with steadfastness.
That was steadfastness, y'all.
Okay.
There you go. That
That's
was
right.
quick. That was quick.
That's
Go
right.
after what you
That's
want, unless it belongs to somebody else. Okay. There you go.
Why you gotta do that?
All right, I'm just saying.
A lot of people go after what they want, even if it belongs to
Hey,
somebody
that's
else.
who Tiffany was talking about earlier. Tiffany was talking about that earlier.
I'm just saying. I know I was what somebody wanted, and I belonged to somebody allegedly. Listen.
Allegedly.
There's a lot
this
of
is
that
what happened.
allegedlys.
So look, this is episode 60. We're starting to get back on a horse and do the thing. Thank you for tolerating us during a hurricane and not being able to record or anything. But we had no power, y'all. It was hot. It's crazy. Welcome to the fall. Welcome to the fall months. Hopefully we'll be out of this damn COVID thing soon. I want y'all to stay safe, healthy. Be sure you visit waterseedmusic.com. Follow us on Spotify. Big shout out to Tiffany producing the show. The whole band. We have some new people we're going to introduce you to as well. But without further ado, how y'all feeling?
We
good though.
Cue that music right. Yeah.
We good though.